with discussions around input prices, you hear the two mindsets of, oh, input prices are really high, so I got to find ways to make cuts where I can, or the opposite view is inputs are really, really high. I better really focus on growing a bumper crop this year and go all in. And now we're seeing the situation with yield estimates so high, and that's, impacting farm incomes as you see prices maybe pushed down, but also if you do get that bumper yield, maybe being somewhat supportive. But anyway, all that to say, USDA has updated September farm income expectations. Looking at that picture now, it's looking a little bit more favorable than it was for livestock producers. But really, I don't want to creep too much into the livestock side of things with our sister program there. But what's your takeaway looking at those September kind of numbers for expected farm incomes?
Well, not as dismal as what was initially expected or forecasted back in early spring. We did see U.S. net farm income decline year over year, even in this update from 2023 to 2024, but it didn't decline as much. And as you alluded to it, a good chunk of the reason it didn't decline as much in the forecast was because livestock and livestock product receipts were higher. We also see, some relief in the input cost market. That's mostly, again, driven by the livestock sector. Lower crop prices translate to lower feed cost for livestock producers. And so really a lot of that gain was on the livestock side. The crop side is still pretty dismal, pretty weak. And so still a year over year decline in net farm income. Some people will look at that number and say, well, there's no way that, this picture can be even this rosy given where input costs are relative to prices. Some states will have a bigger impact of this than others, right? So a more diverse state like Missouri, where we have quite a bit of cattle, third largest cattle producing state, a lot of cow-calf producers are seeing very strong profitability. We're going to fare this downturn a little bit better than states like our neighbors, Illinois and Iowa, just to name it two, just because they have such a high concentration and such a high volume of receipts that are tied to row crop production.